scientists! You can wave back at me today. Hello! Today for our science experiment, we get to do it on the computer. Now, I know that you've been learning a lot about mixing colors. You've been using your eyedroppers and your water to mix with snow or to mix with each other. Today, we're going to be trying to mix some new materials. So instead of just water today, we're also going to have colored corn syrup and oil. So we will still have colored water, colored corn syrup, and oil. Each friend today is going to get their own eyedropper, their own spoon, and their own plates. But before we start, let's make some predictions. A prediction is when you use that thinking brain to think about what might happen in this science experiment today. Now remember, we have 3 things to mix: colored water, colored corn syrup, and oil. Let's make some predictions about what might happen when you mix the colored water, the colored corn syrup, and the oil together. Now think about what you've done with mixing colored water already. And you can use that to help make your prediction about what might happen when you mix these new materials. Before we make our predictions, I'll show you what they look like. This is what corn syrup looks like. Now notice, it's really slow and sticky. This is what your colored water will look like. Notice when I move it, it moves very fast, and it's not sticking to the sides. And here's what your oil will look like. Notice it's also moving fast when I swirl it, and it's not sticking to the sides. We're going to pause and talk with your teachers about what kind of predictions you can make. What do you think will happen when you mix together the water, oil, and corn syrup? Now that you've made your predictions, you're going to be able to try this experiment all by yourself today. I'm going to show you using my materials what you're going to do for your experiment, and then I'll leave it up to you to figure out how you want to do your own experiment. I'm going to use my plate, and I'm going to dip my eyedropper into my oil. I'm going to squeeze and let go to suck up the oil, and then I'm going to make some drops of it onto my plate. Now I made a prediction that I wanted to try to see what would happen if I mixed in a little bit of water. So I will use my eyedropper, fill it up with water, and I'm going to dip it in the corn syrup, in the oil. And I'm not going to show you what happens because I want you to try on your own. Now I also have a spoon here, and I'm going to use my spoon to scoop up some of this sticky corn syrup. And I'm going to try to mix that in and see what happens. While you're mixing, pay attention to what mixes together, what new colors you can make, what doesn't like to go together, and you can try lots of different combinations. It's up to you to decide what you would like to do. Happy exploring, scientists! Have fun!